Welcome to Pottorff's Behind the Blades podcast. I'm Stephenie Ravenscroft, and joining me is Josh Parent.
Hi, Steph.
In today's episode, we're diving into practical rules of thumb every engineer should know about dampers. From sizing and placement to code requirements and installation best practices, these simple guidelines can save time, money, and a lot of headaches down the line.
Yep, so grab your notepad and join us as we break down the essentials that separate a good design from a great one. When it comes to dampers, the difference is in the details.
So size matters, but so does placement, right?
Always size dampers to match your duct dimensions, but avoid cramming them into the tightest spots.
Why is that?
A properly sized damper in the wrong location is never going to deliver optimal airflow. You need to place dampers where you can access, adjust, and maintain them without tearing apart ceilings or walls later.
Let's talk about fire and smoke dampers being code critical.
Yeah, absolutely. If a duct penetrates a rated wall, floor, or partition, there's a high chance you're going to need a fire or smoke damper. Standards and NFPA guidelines exist to ensure that HVAC openings don't become basically a fire highway. Life safety dampers are tested at UL 555 and UL 555S standards to make sure they are up to the task.
So what about air pressure and how it changes everything?
Low pressure systems can usually use a lighter duty damper, but high pressure or high velocity systems demand heavy duty models. The higher the pressure, the more robust the damper needs to be. Think of it like using a lightweight umbrella in a hurricane. It's just not going to hold up.
Now let's jump over to static versus dynamic fire dampers.
Sure. Static dampers are tested and rated to close when the fan is off. Dynamic dampers are rated to close against airflow and pressure with the fan running. If you're unsure which to use, consider will the fan continue to run in the event of a fire? That answer guides your choice.
What do we need to know about installation?
Poorly installed dampers may be worse than no damper at all. Make sure you follow the manufacturer's instructions to the letter, especially with fire and smoke dampers. UL listing depends on installation exactly as tested, right down to the sleeve, your retaining angles, and your fasteners. Also, accessibility is non-negotiable. Always provide access doors large enough for inspection and service. Believe me, you'll thank yourself, and your maintenance team will thank you too when it's time to test, repair, and replace the actuator.
So the motto for testing should be test early and test often.
Yep. Don't wait until final inspection to find out a damper doesn't operate. Cycle test motorized dampers during commissioning and perform routine testing per NFPA and local codes. It's easier and cheaper to fix issues before the building is occupied. Remote testing is a great option to meet NFPA periodic test requirements and confirm the combination fire smoke and smoke rated dampers are operating properly once the building is occupied.
So that's just a quick review of rules of thumb for dampers. Here's the bottom line and the conclusion to this podcast. Dampers may look simple, but their impact on safety, comfort, and energy efficiency is massive. By following these rules of thumb, you'll save headaches on the job and deliver systems that work the way they're meant to. If you'd like to learn more about dampers, visit us at www.pottorff.com. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Behind the Blades podcast.